I'm Bob Turner. I own Turner Builders in Windham, Maine. We do large-scale renovation projects, additions, renovations, kitchens, baths, roofing, siding. If it's attached to a house, we can handle it for you. Some examples of existing projects we have going right now are garage additions, master suite additions. We can build your deck. We can change out all the windows in your house. We can do just about anything you'd like. We're booking projects well into 2022 and even have some in 2023 right now. So if you're thinking about a major renovation, large-scale renovation to your home, somewhere in southern Maine, please consider us for your next project. Three mornings a week I get up and travel down to the gym and work doing some semi-private training, because about a year and a half ago I had a herniated disc in my back. I had just gotten away from my normal triathlon training and just the daily grind of work and let go of taking care of myself. So that ended with herniated disc and a foot issue. So in March of 2020, I started working on that, and now it's been a year and a half, and I've been able to lay down 3 days a week of strength training, and it's really helped me strengthen my back and my core and be a lot healthier. On the work side, we're doing a project in Standish, the garage. We've got a new home construction in Leamington. We just started a commercial renovation for a company called Maine Orthodontics in Windham. That's a large project and with a timeline, so that's going to be a challenge. These guys have rescheduled their patients into their other offices for a few months, so as of yesterday, the heat is on. We got to get that done. We've got a project we're wrapping up in Cumberland where we did a new deck, all new Anderson windows, and a bonus room finish out, a couple of bathrooms. Got another job in Cumberland that we're doing for a great customer, and we're doing a master suite, bedroom, bathroom, office, and finishing off redoing the entire kitchen on the first floor.
Hello.
Hey Jay, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I stopped and spoke to Dan.
Yeah.
And I think that what he's got for an idea there is going to work. There's a couple of different routes we can go. We can just go with a 2x8 and then sandwich another a 2x on it, strengthen it up, use some GRK screws, and then do the same thing with the collar ties. I think that's what he's going to do. But I also asked him to look into doing that with an LVL. So your rafters on the breezeway would be an LVL. I'm sitting in your driveway right now. Why don't you come out? You got a minute?
I'm staring at you.
All right, see you. Bye. We're doing a garage breezeway addition to a house here in Standish. As you can see, we've got the end of the house torn off, and the guys are getting going framing the garage today. So it's going to be a nice project, and homeowners excited about it.
Bob's great. Always communicating. Quick to respond to texts and emails, and takes care of things that you shouldn't have to be worrying about.
We both have ample experience in the industry and a relatively good camaraderie as far as trust and how to handle things. And the typical setup is the beginning, figure out, okay, this is what we're going to need, this is the plan of attack, and he kind of just lets me take over, do my thing, and trust the fact that I've been doing it for 20 years.
We're headed up to Leamington, and we're building a brand new home for great customers, Zach and Chazelle. They're great people, and they've been very patient. So this originally started as a 17 or 1800s farmhouse, and we looked at remodeling it. And through conversations with the homeowner and the architect, it just became very apparent that we would be better off to tear it down. So demolition and excavation was a big part of the deal. They've decided to build a much smaller house. We're at about 2,000 square feet. It's going to be pretty cool. We're doing LP board and batten siding on it, black windows, which are nice, pretty contemporary, modern looking, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. And again, they've been patient. It took a long time to get this framed just because of staffing issues with the framer. And right now we're starting into drywall. So here we are at, I call it the Goulet Residence, Leamington. We've got a single car garage. These guys didn't want a big house, so we're about 2,200 square feet, and that includes the basement being finished out. What's unique about this project is the concrete first floor. So we conventionally framed this house and then came in and poured concrete over the first floor. They wanted to do a polished concrete basement floor and first floor. So that's the first time we've ever done that, so we're pretty excited about it. We're dealing with a situation where we had an excavation contractor that, because of schedule delays and because he didn't get here, collectively with the homeowner, I decided to ask him to discontinue working with us. First time I've ever done that. So we brought someone else in. It's my job at that point to respond and get the job done. So we brought someone else in to come in and redo the sewer line, get it connected, and get back to the homeowner and know that we've got a plan to finish this. And I look at it as everything that doesn't go well or goes well in this business is a direct reflection of me. So on something like this, we need to be better. We need to pick a better subcontractor. We need to do a better job vetting somebody. And as long as in the end we're accountable for it, it's all good. However, this little problem right here is going to cost me about $5,000. How we doing, guys? How's it going today? Yeah? That was the master bedroom initially, and they've decided to actually make this the master bedroom. They like the cathedral ceiling much better. What we ended up doing is taking an egress window out of that master over there and reworking this elevation of windows. There were 3 identical windows here. We widened it out. So we got an egress window here in the bedroom, so we met that code requirement. But this ends up being a lot nicer space for them, and I think it'll work out a lot better in the end. You can go to school and get a degree in construction management. You can go get an MBA. You can become a fine craftsman. You can become an expert in digital media. You can become, #1 salesman in the world. You have to be all of those things as a general contractor. So you meet with people. I have to be able to clean up all right and go to a meeting with a client that's evaluating me right from Jump Street. And then at times you have to be able to, I hook onto the dump trailer and take it to the dump. Mm-hmm. So, but as far as where I learned to do all of it, I really kind of jumped in 2005. I started with my dad. He had a business background, and I had a construction, millwork, cabinetry background, and was at a transition point and decided to start, doing renovation work, and made a lot of mistakes, but did pretty well. I learn more every day. We're all work in progress. I try to be humble, and I can actually learn a lot from each trade that's on the job, and I can take that with me to the next project when I go sell their next job. So I always tell these guys I'm their sales team, because if I don't get work, they don't get work. This project is off Blackstrap Road in Cumberland. It's a project it's on the existing footprint. We're not doing an addition. This first floor area, we're renovating the kitchen. Took out some center dividing walls, opened the spaces up, and then upstairs was unfinished space. It used to be an old rubber roof, so we removed that, and we're building out that second floor space as a master suite. So we got master bedroom, master bathroom, and then actually some office space and getting the laundry up on the second floor. So we've got a lot of outside work with this where we displaced siding. We need to put that stuff back together. We've got hardwood floor, so we're staining and refinishing. Beautiful new kitchen going in. A lot of moving parts and pieces here. Folks are living in a camper in their driveway, so the heat is on. We've got 40 days to finish this job, and I'm hopeful we can do it. So I'm connected with a group called the Contractor Fight. Yep. And I went out to Denver the week before last, and they're a group of business coaches that focus on contractors, and their tagline is bringing dignity and respect back to the trades. And it's been fun to actually have a group of people that have some of the same challenges that I do, because outside of a local chamber of commerce, a Rotary group, or BNI, there's really nobody around that you can commiserate with about your business. And these folks have been great, and it's kind of given me a little bit of a shot in the arm with regard to dealing with some of these challenges. So there's people that can help you with bookkeeping, help you with sales, marketing, you know, taking care of, you know, just how you run your business on a daily basis, whether you're making a profit or not. So some of the things that maybe I would have picked up if I went and got a degree in construction management, but I'm also part of a community now. I can reach out to people on this Facebook group and say, hey, I'm having an issue with this. What have you guys seen? But I also can bring 17 years of experience to that group, and when a younger guy gets on and says, hey, I'm not sure what to charge for this or how to do that, I can help them. So it's, you know, it's some of that BNI mentality with givers gain, but I find if the easiest way to help yourself is to help someone else. So so that's been great. I've learned a lot already, and I'm really looking forward to having these guys in my corner in 2022. All right, we're over here in Cumberland Center off Field Road, and here's a project that we've done this summer. A nice big deck here, we'll show you that in a second, but I wanted to point out we did 31 of these Anderson conversion kits. So if you have a house that's 20 to 30 years old and it has an Anderson narrow line window in it, we can come in and take the jam liners out, replace new jam liners, brand new sash in the same opening, no interruption of any exterior siding or trim, and it doesn't affect the interior trim. So we did 31 windows in this house in one day, me and 2 other guys. So it goes quickly, it's not super invasive. It just takes time to unbox things, bring them in, bring them out, prep the opening and go. So and it gives you a brand new sash, updated window, and as you can see here, it makes for a nice look. One thing I wanted to point out to you, I don't know if you noticed it, we certainly didn't notice it, but one of the top rails on the deck is cracked. It looks like either from shipping or it got compressed, but I'll put that on a list for us to replace. It's one of the 8-foot sections. Yeah, it looks like maybe over time it probably will get a lot worse, so it shouldn't be too much trouble to replace, so I'll get another one ordered. All right. So this is existing bonus room space. We kind of did a facelift on, new doors, new trim throughout. We'll do new carpet, paint, of course. We updated the trim. They had the old dark trim in here, so we put a newer detail on. We extended this wall here and enlarged the bathroom a little bit. I can jump on a job site and do a lot of the things that the guys are doing. I'm not a master framer or, you know, carpenter, but I can do finish work. I can hang a kitchen, and you know, most of those guys I can jump in with, and they'd love to have me on their crew because I'm going to show up and work hard and do a good job. And they're all having challenges right now. You know, Dan just framed a house in Leamington for us, and you know, he used to have 12 to 14 guys on his crew, and because of COVID, now he's got 3 or 4, and so it's frustrating. It's that, you know, just managing help through this pandemic has been a challenge. So I try to focus on the bright spots, not get down, not get frustrated, but I'm also promising less to people, to homeowners, to prospective customers, and not always saying, yeah, we can do that, or yeah, we can do that, because I'm now having to count on people that maybe aren't in the same spot they were a year and a half ago. We're on Ballpark Drive in Portland now. Got a longtime customer of mine that asked us to do a 10 by 24 addition to the back of this garage. So we've done 2 or 3 projects for them in the past, so that makes me feel good that people call us back. Usually if I have 5 projects going, 2 or 3 of them are usually with people that we've worked with before, so that tells us we're doing the right things. Makes me feel good, and I like that. This one's been a challenge to get help. We've got the concrete in, and tomorrow we start framing, so let's take a look. All right, so small project here, 10 by 24 straight up storage space in the back of this garage, but there's a lot of moving parts and pieces to this. This is cedar shake siding, vinyl shakes. These don't come off easy, plus they're probably a little bit faded, so we'll probably take this siding, move it over to that wall so it looks good from that side. This stuff will be new. So pretty straightforward. We're going to wait and pour the concrete floor on this after we break through. There'll be a big huge opening here to the garage where he stores his muscle cars, and then out here was where the lawnmower and leaf brakes and wheelbarrows and all that stuff's going to live. So this door goes over here. Put a roof out over, a shed roof. We're going to go with metal because of the low pitch, and that's pretty much it. Pretty straightforward project. Framing starts tomorrow. A lot of guys in the subcontractor arena, whether it's plumbers, electricians, carpenters, insulators, drywallers, painters, flooring guys, if you had somebody that was, you know, awesome before COVID, they're now okay. The okay guys before COVID are now shot out the back, and you don't even hear from them. So it's affected everybody differently, but you can either whine about how it's affected people, or you can just double down and say, okay, this is the current business climate. How do we be successful given that we know we're going to have these challenges every day?
For one more. Yeah. Job number 6 today. This is Maine Orthodontics in beautiful downtown North Windham, Maine. I've done work for Maine Orthodontics for the past 15 years, I guess. We started in this building. We renovated this, and I think it was 2008, 2009. And then we remodeled the South Portland office. And then we did a hurry-up renovation on the Portland office in, must have been 2012. And we did that between about December 20th and January 5th, so they could minimize the amount of time they were shut down. So that one was a foot race. So it's been a while since we've done a project for them. This one is the biggest one yet. We're taking all this interior space in this building. They're adding space out here, taking over new space. It's an existing footprint, and expanding their practice, freshening everything up, all new interiors. So today we're day 2 of demo, so it's going to be ugly. Come on in. All of this is existing old oral surgeon space, so it hasn't been used in years, so we're gutting it out, pulling down the ceiling. This actual space was an old automotive garage, a service station. So now we're walking back through this space. We'll go through the existing practice. All this is going to be new. This is new too, but now you're walking into an area that was the newer section that we remodeled several years ago. So we don't do a lot of commercial work. We might do one commercial job per year, but it usually is an interior fit up, a tenant fit up like this, where we're kind of staying in the existing footprint. This is the former waiting room out here, and we've blown this up, and everything's coming out. Which this is actually probably one of the first times I've ripped out all the work that we did. So that's when you know you've been in the business a little bit. All right, so that was a wide range of projects to look at. A good example of the work that we have going on. We started in Leamington, looked at our custom home build that we have going on for some great folks up there. We left there and went to Standish and looked at a 3-bay garage project that's an addition to an existing home. Then we came down here to Portland, where we're doing a 10 by 24 addition to the back of this home, just storage space on the back of a garage. After that, we went to Cumberland and we looked at a deck and a bonus room and a window replacement job that we did there, or that we're in process. We went from there to the other side of Cumberland, and we're doing a major renovation for some great folks over on Blackstrap Road with a kitchen renovation, master suite, and a whole bunch of other things, interior and exterior. We wrapped up the day at Maine Orthodontics in Windham, and we're doing it's our 3rd or 4th major renovation for Maine Orthodontics over the years. This one's the largest one. We're taking on some new space and doing a complete interior fit up, gutting out existing space, and really giving them a new orthodontic practice. So it's going to be their best one yet.